What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for stopping by our little D&D stream. This is episode 2 of Adventures in Gran Insulae. If you have not caught episode 1, number 1, it's on my YouTube, and number 2, don't worry too much about it. We'll recap it. You're here for the adventure, which you will have regardless. I'm going to be the DM. This is the second running D&D campaign that I run on the channel, so definitely drop a sub, a follow if you want to see more of that. I am the co-creator of the now award-winning Realm Tree audio series. We also have our first merchandise rollout, so check our social media pages to pre-order some hats and stuff that have our designs on them.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning. And I play on the General Adventuring Company with Maddie's Comet, who is in the chat. And that's me. I'll pass it over. We'll go in reverse order this time. We'll go to Malik. I had to figure out where to point.
Oh, is this plugs? Are we plugging immediately?
Or just introduce yourself.
Oh,
and if you don't want to like talk about who you are, you could say things you enjoy or just things you want to say to the world.
That. I'll just try to consolidate it so that I don't overshare as I want to do. I'm Malik. I have been playing D&D for roughly probably over a year now. My previous campaign we're in a bit of a indefinite hiatus kind of area, but I'm excited to get back into playing with two of these fellows here, both Julian and Matt, who were in the previous campaign. Have been interested in it in a while, had never really taken the plunge, but I mean, I'm never looking back because it's a great way to just have fun and also flex that acting muscle, especially during good old pandemic times when one could not socialize. Yeah, I'm an actor, singer, songwriter, all around creative, lover of the arts and whatnot. And yeah.
Freaking amazing.
Awesome guy.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You know,
that's true. That's actually
said it,
true.
not me, but it's truthful because it came from a third-party source.
And Malik, I'm going to ask you a favor. Can you raise your camera a little bit? Because your forehead, your beautiful, beautiful forehead's getting cut off. There we go.
Let's go.
Are we good? Boom.
Go forehead.
My beautiful
All
forehead.
right. So we are moving on to Michael. Who are you?
I'm Michael. You might know me as Hedrover Heels on this campaign happening right now in front of your screen right now. I like to play fighting games and JRPGs. I play a lot of fighting games. I'm the leading expert on 80s action movies in the state of Massachusetts. And
Hard carrying.
Hard carrying, actually. No one's competing. ITO for Skullgirls tournaments and commentate from time to time. And I got into D&D because I was a theater kid and I love improv and I love min-maxing numbers and doing goofy voices. So here we are.
True that. If you ever want to money match Michael and Skullgirls, you will lose.
Do it. Put money down.
Put money down. And Matt, who are you?
All right, so let's see. What can I say that's different from last week? So Matt, back in high school, was too jockey for the nerds, but too nerdy for the jocks. He was in debate. He was in soccer. He was in theater. He was the epitome of the choir boy. And yeah, I think that's good for today. We'll cover some more next week.
Ooh.
Truly a Renaissance man,
the choir
which is
boy.
not surprising at all.
Cleric.
That's a t-shirt right there. Epitome of the choir boy.
Oh, dude.
It also is it's a really good band name too.
Yeah, that's like a Fall Out Boy song title.
Dude, so legit, the high school so I switched high schools halfway through my junior in high school, which sucked. But anyway, so the first high school that I went to had 7 different choirs.
That's
wow.
sick.
These guys competed
Glee?
on the national level.
That's like Hogwarts.
No, I'm not even joking. No, like not Glee, because okay, so in the realm of Glee, my choir was what was the really good one? Adrenaline. That was my school.
Oh, vocal adrenaline.
That was my school, vocal
Not
adrenaline.
not the Glee lore. Also, Bonfredo, thank you for the sub. What's up? We got more D&D
Thank you
coming
for subbing
soon.
for Glee lore.
Glee lore, yeah.
You're welcome, Julian.
Follow my podcast Glee lore, by the
I
way.
can't believe Matt remembered the name of the rival choir in season
I can't believe I
1
confirmed
of
it. You said
Glee.
vocal adrenaline, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
lyric baritone. Thank you very much. Almost went into opera. Didn't, because I want something that could actually make money.
Let's
Ooh,
go.
said it.
Don't tell that to Kaylee of the General Adventuring Company, who does opera.
Oh wait, Bonfredo, that's my buddy Will. Actually, that's my best friend.
Oh,
that
what's
just,
good, Will?
Oh, snap!
Let's go, buddy. Snap,
Wow.
snap, snaps.
Very exciting.
Snappity snap. All right, I think it's just about time we get started with this adventure. So, before we dive into the session, we will just do a little recap. And while I'm doing the recap, the question of the day was pivoted to least kissable D&D class. If you want to drop that in the chat, drop your hot takes. All right, so let's have this little recap here. Before I do the music, let's just quite simply read it off. So, Session 1, Episode 1 of your adventures of Gran Insulae, as it often is where the party got to meet each other. You met one another on the deck of the Jade Whale, a semi-futuristic kind of steampunk giant ship owned by a wealthy Earth Genasi by the name of Lady Pandora Nephrite. She hired all of you to acquire a powerful item, the heart of an Efreeti, kind of like a giant fire person, said to be a powerful enough fuel source to send a ship into the stars. As you all were introducing yourselves to each other on deck, you fought off a bunch of giant vultures lured by a mysterious scent of death from the ship. Kind of a close encounter. We met all of you. You will be introducing yourselves, giving descriptions in a sec. And after the battle, you acquainted yourself with the people of the ship. There was Jameson, who was Lady Nephrite's butler, who had magical abilities. And then you had Terra, who was the helmsman, covered in tattoos that glowed green. She seemed utterly devoted to Lady Nephrite, and Hedrover got some strange vibes from her. And as you all arrived, Jameson assured you that since the location of the Efreeti heart is such a secret, if you failed on this mission, you would be executed. But, of course, what's that to stop an adventurer? You all went flying off on a sky skiff, kind of like a futuristic little skimmer of the land with the big sail, very treasure planet. Diya piloting the thing. You arrived at the cave, former home of the Efreeti Vollon. You fought a gold dragon wormling, a young gold dragon. Primarily Sylvia tanked a few hits, and then Hedrover crit on Path to the Grave with inflict wounds and reduced it to nothing.
Yeah, that was some crazy shit.
You killed a
Fucking
dragon,
2
a baby
hits.
dragon.
2 hits.
But
Mm-hmm.
insane. And you didn't even need the first one. After its defeat and you claimed the heart for your own, you were ambushed by a warforged robotic pirate captain called Ironbeard and his crew. As Hedrover and Sylvia fought off Ironbeard's lizard folk first mate Skull, Diya had a brief standoff with Ironbeard, and as he was holding Volan's heart, suddenly it turned to ash in your hands, Diya. The Ironbeard pirates fled, leaving you all alone with the ashes of the heart and the promise to be executed if you return to the Jade Whale. And let's get this music started. So
Let's.
A little funeral dirge for our inevitable demise.
Dun, 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 dun,
we'll see if this is too cheery, but you all are alone in the former cave. The ceiling was destroyed by Ironbeard's pirates, so it is sunlight streaming in on a beautiful green island. As the site of a former volcano, the volcanic ash kind of allowed it to come back beautifully. That being said, I don't know if you all are feeling the wonderful scenery because the Efreeti's heart disintegrated in Diya's hands. You're alone, and before I pass it over to all of you, just, the cave does continue downwards, but there is also a whole island to explore. I am a very big sandbox DM. We'll see what you all want to do. Let's have you all introduce yourselves. First of all, Sylvia Etherhorn, can you describe yourself and talk about what you are doing right now?
So Sylvia is a satyr. She is multi-classed fighter and druid. She wields 2 dual katanas that she has affixed on her left hip. She also has some not too fancy, but still definitely above average make leather armor that she wears. She has two pretty pronounced sort of gazelle-esque horns that come out of her head, as satyrs are wont to have. And also, like a satyr, she does not wear pants. She's just got some nice furry legs and some good old hooves. And she's looking dumbfounded at the moment because we had one job and we done fucked it up. So she's kind of just racking her brain trying to think of an exit strategy, I think, at this point.
Are you still wild shape right now?
No, I think I would have dropped wild shape upon seeing the tomfoolery of the heart just going poof.
Michael, aka Hedrover, what do you look like? What are you doing?
So I'm also not wearing pants. No, I am a old hill dwarf. I'm wearing like brown rags. I'm a solid like 4'1". I have like brown rags, kind of like the sleeves are hanging over my hand a little bit because it's too big for me. I'm wearing like an eye patch over one eye, but it's all for show. I keep on like readjusting it when I get too sweaty. I have like a big warhammer that I'm kind of dragging behind me because I'm not used to like carrying it for too long. Right now, I'm looking out into like the sunset of the beautiful vista with like a look of existential dread on my face because my first real task went up in flames before my eyes.
Oh, truly the 1,000-yard stare. And lastly, we'll pass it on over to Matt, aka Diya, the last person to hold the Afriti's heart. First and last, what do you look like and what are you doing?
Diya is that classical high elf, like blonde, elven hair with that silver crown, green eyes, like very young in the elven world with the pointed ears coming up out of the hair. And Diya has both his swords, which are now sitting like on the ground as though they were dropped, and the dust of the heart that is now just scattered upon the ground in front of them. And as we've established, Diya is essentially 16 years old, has never had a drink, does not know what it's truly like to be an adventurer, and up till now thinks that everything that has gone wrong is now his fault. And so Diya is like virtually in tears, sitting here. I fooled the bad guy. I stabbed him. He ran away. I protected the heart. I worked with the team. I don't understand. I did everything right. Why is everything going wrong? And he's also having an existential teenage crisis.
And there the three of you are. The rest of the session is in your hands.
Okay, all right. So this is obviously very bad. This is worst case scenario. Actual worst case scenario. I don't suppose either of you have any sort of ideas. Let's brainstorm a bit, because we can't go back to that ship because I'm not looking to die here or today at all. So I think we should try to I don't know, come up with some kind of plan. I don't know if is this supposed to happen? I don't know shit about these hearts. Is it just like a magic trick? Is it gonna come back? Tell me it's gonna come back, right? It's gonna surely this is just like a chrysalis stage for it or something, and then it's just gonna become an even better, more powerful heart that won't lead to our heads being on a fucking pike, right?
Can I do a history check to see if it's supposed to happen?
Yeah, go for it.
While he's doing his history check, Diya has produced multiple notebooks as we have established at this point, and he's going through all of them saying, okay, no, my uncle never said this. No, this didn't happen. Why is this not? This doesn't make sense. This isn't
okay. All right, Diya, my blood pressure is getting a little high. Let's try to remain a bit calm together.
It's
And
not like you did it on purpose, right?
the
You didn't do it on
notebooks,
purpose,
the
did you?
clutter, it's making my brain buzz a bit. You know, maybe let's take a step back.
I got a 12, by the way. We're not learning shit.
Well, I mean, it's definitely dust in Diya's hands. That's all you got.
All right, let's break this down. Let's retrace our steps, kind of remember what happened. So, step 1, we had the heart. Step 2, stabbed the guy. Step 3, the thing burst into dust in front of your eyes. Oh my God, we're gonna die!
Okay,
Diya looks,
okay. Wait.
Diya looks up to Sylvia and Hedrover. I don't understand. I thought this is the way this is supposed to go. You two have done this before. What should I do?
My nose is a little fuzzy. This brain didn't used to way it used to be. It's a little dusty up there.
How tall is Diya?
So Diya is like a beautiful 6'1".
Okay, so
But
literally
Diya-
taller than me. Okay.
Diya is
Straight
like
up.
Diya is also on their knees right now. to
Oh,
make
Okay,
it-
great.
So,
Okay,
my,
perfect.
so my height.
Perfect,
I see.
perfect.
Yeah.
So then Sylvia's just going to crouch down a bit to get to eye level with Diya and just kind of like take his shoulders and her hands and just be like, okay, we're gonna get through this, all right? We definitely fucked up. We don't know how we fucked up, but that's okay. It's okay, Diya, because if there's one thing I can tell you about adventurers, we fuck up. We fuck up a lot. But the beauty of those fuck ups and the elasticity that we have to rise from those fuck ups into just a grand, wonderful sort of, I don't know, Deus Ex Machina, we will figure this out. Now, this cave where the little dragon friend of ours came out, maybe there's more of them inside. You know, we took care of that one quick, right, Hedrover, right? I mean, you
know-
absolutely, I mean, mollywopped the thing, sure.
Yeah, we can do
Really,
it
we could
again.
go
I
in
could.
and find
Yeah,
another
surely I can do it again. Why couldn't I do it again? It's not like I'm out of
Good,
ideas.
good.
You know what? Another
Optimism.
good life lesson is, by the way, knowing who to assign blame to when shit hits the fan. For all I know, he blames it on you, and then you die, and I get to go home.
Okay, well, let's pivot back to
Hypothetically.
that. Let's pivot back to that. Maybe we maybe don't want. And I'm just gonna like lean over to Hedrover. Don't put too much on the kid. He's having a crisis right now.
We're gonna have a crisis when we die.
Okay, but if he has a crisis, I'm gonna have a crisis.
I don't
And I
want
don't want to turn. I don't want a wild sheep in the middle of a crisis, Hedrover. Okay, it's not. It's not fun. It's not fun.
This wasn't part of the story.
Pause. Pardon. I have to move the Twitch chat into the corner.
Okay.
I just realized I did not put the Twitch chat. Now I'm just gonna slide it down. You didn't see anything suddenly appear on screen.
Delicious.
We're good. Why is it moving like that? Whatever. All right, keep talking. You're good. I'll
Yeah,
sort
you
this
know
out.
what? And if it's
But-
no one's fault, it's no one's fault, and maybe they'll kill none of us.
I don't understand this. This was never part of the story. It's like the adventurers always they defeated the villains, they won the day, and the adventurers didn't fail. I'm sure they had the turmoil, but that was when I was like attacked by the vultures.
Right. Well, we're think of this more as our own story, Diya. We're making our own story, and we are forging our own path. And I think it's important, okay, that we try not to dwell too much on what other adventurers have done, because unless those other adventurers have had this exact same
And
situation happen
succeeded.
and have figured out how to fix it, I don't know that it's gonna stop us from getting decapitated. Wow, I really can't stop thinking about us. getting
All
decapitated.
past is introduction, Diya. We're living in the present tense. We're writing our own book as you write it, but we're not putting my name in the book, remember? Because we're not putting my name in the book.
Okay, let's go in the cave. Let's
To
go
the cave!
further into the cave. Maybe we can find another one of these things. I mean, we were already making great time before, so I don't think they're expecting us back anytime soon necessarily. And
okay,
go
okay.
from there. Maybe
So-
just try to
so-
keep a little calm so that I can stay calm.
Deep breath.
So-
Ready? In through the nose. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so we're not beaten, right? This is purely the hill we as adventurers have to climb to
Exactly. Right.
become the
steep.
heroes of the story. Yes.
It's a
Yes.
steep hill, really steep hill.
Yeah,
What's
of
a good
course.
story without conflict, Diya? Right?
Of course. Of course. Of course. Yes. Still mildly panicking. Diya is going to make an Arcana check on the dust to try and figure out magically what the fuck just happened.
Absolutely. And while that's happening, Sylvia, can you make a nature check as well?
I'd love to. First rolls of the night.
Let's see how they go.
Ooh.
Let's have
Christ.
Malik go first based on Matt's reaction.
That is a 18. Oh wait,
18?
actually. Oh, I'm proficient. Sorry, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You're not adding the proficiency bonus twice, right?
No. I have +2 to nature and then the proficiency.
Great. Sylvia, this was just in regards to the comment of we can go down there and find another one. Were you talking about the dragon or the Afriti?
I think both, because the Afriti was it being guarded by the dragon or did it come from the dragon?
You have no idea, but what you do know is that this Afriti are like elemental beings from another plane. They are
That's right.
incredibly rare.
Okay.
And also CR11. You're not going to be able to take these guys on until you're at least level
Oh,
5. Just-
Jesus.
That's
Christ.
why when this
We're in
one
good
died,
hands.
there was a mad rush to get to the heart. So
Don't do
just
it.
thought that would be good for you to know. This is general adventure info. You would know that. And Diya, how was
Okay.
your Arcana check?
Jesus Christ.
That would be a 2 on the dice.
2.
So this is absolutely according to Dia's current mental state.
Sometimes the
like,
dice make sense.
unable to
No.
focus, unable to understand entirely what's going on, like currently panicking, like trying to make sense of the current situation.
Dang.
wow.
Definitely
Wow.
inappropriate.
In total, it's an 8, but still.
Yeah.
8.
Diya, you are distraught. You are confused. The answer does not seem to lie in these ashes.
Oh my goodness. Big Tino Bambino, thank you for gifting me a sub.
Tony is a
Fantastic.
player on my other game.
Let's go.
Big appreciation, big appreciation.
Gift sub for the CR11.
Literally.
True.
Now you're gonna manifest it. Now he's gonna put it in this.
No,
sub.
now
no.
I'm on
we
like
run.
5 HP.
We
You
You
run.
guys could
This guy
do
just gifted a
200
sub
damage
for a
without
2PK.
dying, right? You're only level
Easy,
3.
easy.
Sure, I got what 2 wild shapes. Well, we'll make it happen. I'll
Yeah.
tank it.
No,
I believe.
you'd already did your 2 wild shapes. You're done.
Oh yeah, we didn't even long
Oh,
rest.
oh no, I only did one. Only did one.
No,
Only
you
one.
did 2, boy.
I didn't do 2. I couldn't do the second one.
No, you did your first one, then you broke to talk to Hedrover, and then you jumped
Did I
into
go
the
on to the
second
second
one.
I don't think you.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
I think
remember,
I
there-
wanted
there-
to, and
No,
there
no.
wasn't a chance to.
No, there was a thing about it because I remember Julian talking about
Oh,
this because you
no.
broke wild shape to say something, and then you wild shaped again when the pirates attacked. So you're out of wild shapes.
So
We're in good hands.
I don't remember for sure because my recollection matches Malik's where you didn't change back yet, but we're
Yeah,
going
I
to.
think I wanted to, but you told me it probably wasn't a good idea.
Something.
I mean, I
I
haven't checked
I
it
think
off
you
on
still have
D&D
another.
Beyond,
I think you still have
so-
another wild shape, but it's
That's
it's
all I'm
session
saying.
2. It's session
That's
2.
fair,
We're going
that's
with
fair,
the lenience.
that's fair enough.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, we could look in that cave. To worst that
D-
can happen, we
Dia looks
die.
at Sylvia. You said we should go deep in the cave. We can find another one.
I mean, I was thinking about that, and then I started to sort of grasp just exactly what this thing, well, the thing that this heart comes from, and I don't, I don't know if I want to run into one of those right now. So if we do, I think we need to be extremely, extremely careful and
stab it.
no.
Hit it.
Stealth. Let's be very meticulous about this, okay? Because those fucking weird other pirate people got the drop on us, and I don't want that shit to happen again. Because we're kind of, I mean, I don't know how everyone else is doing, but I did take a bit of a beating back then, and
Yeah,
I
some
don't.
internal bleeding going on.
Yeah, see, and this guy, I mean, he's old, so that's not good. Wait,
Oh.
how much internal bleeding are we talking? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I
Just-
couldn't tell.
So what I would like to ask Julian here as the DM is Matt, in his infinite wisdom, completely forgot about his ferret friend. Can his ferret friend be as an emotional support animal, like petting the back of Diya's head and give him
Absolutely.
advantage on that Arcana roll?
No to that part, but the ferret
Okay.
can definitely be petting the back of your head. And I also want to say, this game is in your hands. If you guys want to take a short rest, which is just an hour of downtime, you can do so. If you guys want to risk a long rest, which is definitely more risky, you can attempt it. I mean, it's your call.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Do we still have the stiff?
Do you want to look?
Oh, for
Yeah, can I do an
fuck's sake.
investigation check for the stiff?
You don't need to make an investigation check. Hedrover, you turn around and you see one of Ironbeard's pirates riding it, like, in the distance.
Son of a bitch! No!
You guys decided to have a whole conversation instead of going right
God
for it.
did, we didn't-
damn
I
it, I
didn't
should have been
realize.
wallowing.
I thought they were all fucking gone by then. Oh.
I have an idea though. Hear me out on this one. Okay, we don't have the skiff. So there goes Plan A, which was cutting and running. Plan B, if we can find a way to get back to that Ironbeard guy. Hear me out on this one. The people that we will return to will kill us. The people that wanted to kill us originally didn't kill us. They're 0 for 1. Our hirers are 1 for 1. They're gonna kill us as soon as we get back if we don't have this stupid heart. Let's link up with Ironbeard.
Whoa. First of all, I'm not even gonna get into how shoddy that logic is. But I'm not gonna be in cahoots with someone who just tried to stab me to death, Hedrover.
We're in cahoots with someone that wants to stab us.
No. They don't want to stab us. They simply will have no choice but to if the thing they employed
need
us to
to.
do isn't carried out. Their methods are a little garish, sure. I mean, they could just as easily not pay us instead of, just completely ridding
Yeah,
us
take an
of all life
IOU.
force. But I don't want to. If anything, I would rather go and find out what more these Ironbeard pirates know about this fucking heart. If they know what the deal is with it just poofing, and if they could find another one, and then maybe we schmaltz with him a little bit,
Hey,
and we
yeah, lovely
steal the
schmaltz.
heart, cut and run. I'm not interested
Hey!
in forging some bond with the thing that you got to understand about pirates, Hedrover, and I have a little bit of experience with them myself, is that it's a pretty cutthroat type of world, and everybody's just out for whatever they're looking for, and friendships usually only last as long as they need to reach that bottom line.
I'm not talking about friendships. I'm talking about alliances. I'm talking about business, baby.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Oh no, we're fucked.
No, there's a third option.
I'm all ears.
Like Sylvia said, the pirates attacked and looked as though there was an epic battle here with dead bodies. It may appear as though we died, and the other option is we could go further into the cave and maybe there's something of equal value that we could trade for our lives further down. I truly don't know, but the heart of an adventurer is going where no one has gone before. So we're already dead, so why not take a risk and
I
do
like
what
the
hasn't
idea
been
of
done.
being dead.
it's
No
like
one has ever died twice before.
the heart was at the front of the cave. What's in the back?
I like it.
You sound like a friend of mine, dear. Okay. We'll go into the cave on 2 conditions. The first of which is that you, Mr. Morningstar, are going to need to temper your expectations and keep a very cool, methodical head about what we're doing. Because the last thing we want to do is surprise something in here that could be waiting for us and get ourselves into some trouble. And number 2 is that all of us, including you with your admittedly very loud warhammer that you'd like to drag instead of holding. I know you can hold it. I saw you. You can.
It's so heavy. I'm so tired.
Well, that's fair. But we got. I think stealth is our play here. Also, do we have torches, lighting?
I have some torches.
Okay. Just because I
I don't have some torches.
Okay. Well, great. All right. Do I have? I don't know if I have dark vision. Do satyrs have dark vision?
I don't know for sure, but double check that.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that now. I don't know if elves do. I imagine elves probably do.
Elves have dark vision.
Okay.
This may be some bullshit, and Julian, you're welcome to call me on it. But can I cast green flame blade on my blade and use it as a torch?
Green flame blade lasts a few seconds. So
it's a cantrip, though.
It is a cantrip. I'll say
Not
every 6 seconds you can make your sword light up again if you so choose. So it's kind of like a.
What if
type
we
of
get a
situation.
piece of wood
That's
and light the wood on
crazy.
fire?
Actually, the more I'm thinking about
That
it, we
seems
don't want.
Oh, wait.
I mean, we do need light.
I have
but
10
we probably don't
torches.
want-
I have 10
Oh.
torches.
Diya, you realize in your adventures pack.
If everyone checks their inventory and looks at their adventurers pack, they might find torches.
That's fair. But would torches alert things to our presence?
Well, do you want to see where we're going, or do you want to not?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how I feel about having you just lead us forward as the only one with dark vision.
Oh,
Also, sidebar, I don't know how I'm a literal fey creature from the Feywild who just can't see the dark. Fucking
I have a
yikes.
torch. We can torch it up.
Okay. Well, if things look a little dodgy, snuff that bitch out because
Cut and run, baby.
we don't know how things in here react to fire. So let's let's do it, I guess.
Wait, hear me out. What if we take a quick rest before I keel over and die?
Sure.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
If you all want, you can do a short rest, which means that you can
Short
expend
rest it is.
up to 3 hit die to heal your
Yes,
HP back.
please.
And certain spells and abilities will recover on short rests as well, such as Second Wind, etc. So if any of the fighters want to Second
7
Wind
hit
and then
points.
rest, it's a good strat.
Okie dokie.
I do have arcane recovery, yippee.
Yippee.
But I do not get another blade song back, which is sad.
Well, I get my wild shapes, and I also get 7 hit points, so I'm pretty happy with that.
I only get
So
one level.
it lets me choose
back.
between cleric or fighter. Do I pick one or the other for rolling hit die?
I'd take whichever one. has
You
the
have
higher.
2 cleric hit die, which I believe are d8s, and 1 fighter hit die, which is a d10, and you don't recover those until a long rest. So you can choose whether you want to heal by a d8 or a d10 or 2 d8s and 1 d10, however
Let's do
much
one
you want to heal
D10.
by. 1 d10?
Sure.
1 d10 plus constitution is what you heal by.
Cool. What did I get? Nothing happened? Hello?
So what's the plan
Oh wait, I
after
lied. I
your
got
short
11 hit points,
rest?
actually. I think we're going into the cave.
Go into the cave.
And torches lit, not lit, what's the marching order? Paint a picture so I can have a mental image.
Diya is definitely first.
Yeah.
Torch held high,
Oh,
sword
God.
green flame blade in the other hand.
Oh, we're gonna die. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna be right behind Diya because I feel like I'm just Sylvia's feeling very much like babysitter, already big sister energy, having to make sure this motherfucker does not get himself or us killed.
Amazing. And Hedrover, where you at?
I'm hand over the one torch in the back of the row, being trying to make sure the torch doesn't go out. And going
Amazing. Diya,
Oh.
since yes.
I just realized I have magical tinkering, and I can create an item that sheds 5 feet of light. I think for now we'll just go with the torch since that provides a longer throw of light. I forgot I could do that shit because I'm part artificer.
That's
Hell yeah.
exciting. Little baby flashlight for another time.
Let's see how far. Torch is a 20-foot radius. Let's do torch.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
Who can't see in the dark? Just to clarify.
Both of us.
Just
You're the
Sylvia.
only dark vision. Buddy,
No.
yeah.
Dwarves have dark vision. But to
I'm the only
clarify,
one without dark vision? Fuck.
to clarify, dark vision is not like you can see in the dark. It's that pitch black is still a little bit grayscale.
You're right. I do have dark vision. I see shades of gray.
Damn. Am I really am out here blind as a fucking bat? That's crazy.
So,
I'm lifting up the one eye patch and going, I know what I see in front of me.
Diya, since you're in the lead, can you roll a perception check for me?
With pleasure. What is my I got +3 to that. It's not bad. I rolled the
Can
2
I
earlier.
guess.
Oh,
Is
fuck
it
me.
too late to assist?
You are
Since
not
I'm patient?
assisting because you're not in front. This is a
Okay,
mechanical.
that's fair.
I was
way
like,
to do it.
can I use my familiar this time for assistance?
Sure.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Nat 20.
Let's
Oh,
go! We're seeing in the
okay.
dark!
I thought
Diya,
it was gonna be on the opposite side of the spectrum.
you are marching forward, torch out, and you see a fork in the road ahead of you. One that leads down and is a much smaller pathway, and then one that continues to lead forward. Your adventurer's instinct is kind of like, oh, the lower pathway would lead us further into the mountain, but as you are about to take a step forward, your little ferret familiar touches you cautiously, and you see with the torch, it's covered in translucent spider webs. Like, if you were to try to walk down that way, you would have been caught in a spider web.
Diya immediately holds both of his hands out to the sides, and I feel like he like mildly clotheslines Sylvia and Hedrover. Wait.
Mildly clotheslines. Okay. Use your words, Diya.
Look carefully, and Diya points out like this ever subtle glimmer of spider webs on the path sloping down. There's spider webs going down there.
Ew.
I mean, we probably could take them, but I'm not sure we should.
I think the path of least resistance is the one I'd rather take.
I mean, we know it's there, so if we need to double back, we can. So for now, let's go on the other one, I think.
Sure.
Oh, please. Thank you.
And we progress on the path of least resistance.
Incredible. About another half hour goes by, and what is at first a straightforward path suddenly starts to slope downwards, rather steep. Can everybody make an athletics check for me, or just a general dexterity check to see how well you traverse this almost vertical drop into the darkness?
I'll take a dex check.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm
doing
dex as
athletics.
well.
I'm not going to survive a dex check.
Are you? Okay.
Okay, alright.
Oh,
Beyond is actually not working.
This
so-
is the story of a girl. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to roll with regular dice. Hold on.
I got a nat 1.
Okay.
God,
plus
I got a
5
7.
for
Okay.
6, but it is
Diya?
very
Another
bad.
nat
Let me get some-
20. I fear for the rest of the session.
Here's what happens. Sylvia, you are a satyr. Why is this music? No, I don't want this one. Sylvia,
The Feywild slipped in.
Sylvia, you're literally a goat person. So it's pretty easy for you to like. Goats can climb like 92-degree angle walls. Like you are able to like pretty easily traverse downwards. It is a little bit hard to see, so you do kind of have to squint. And then all of a sudden, Hedrover, you slipped and ran
goddamn.
into Sylvia, and the two of you tumble down. And each take 2d6. Let me roll this for you.
Are you? Oh.
You each take 8 points of falling damage as you fall down
my
this
God.
section. And then Diya, you kind of surf downwards like Tarzan effortlessly.
Wow.
No. Let's be
One
clear.
family!
It's Legolas on the back of the elephant.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Adventure! Just boom, 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 and then whee! Just
Yeah,
one
she
after.
gave her something.
And
Ow.
me and the ferret land in the post.
Hedrover, get your hammer off my leg, please.
Okay. I can't feel my leg.
Oh,
And the cave is suddenly a lot odder as you think you start to see where the dormant volcano's magma might be being stored. It is actually no longer dark in this section of the cave from the brightness of the magma. dripping from the walls and the ceiling. You kind of have to watch where you are stepping. And you all see some unnatural movement among the magma in the pools and on the walls. What do you all do?
Do not like the look of that.
Diya looks at Sylvia. Now be a good time to hide.
Yeah, hiding's good.
Don't mind
Hiding's
hiding. Hiding's great.
Everyone make a stealth check for me.
Yeah, I was just about to ask about, like, do we have any kind of cover?
Nope, just a general stealth check.
Matt is scared because he just rolled 2 nat 20s, so God only knows.
What on earth is
I
happening?
got a 6.
Yeah,
I got a 24, 19 on the dice.
Oh wait, I have to roll with disadvantage. Hold on.
How did
There
Diya do?
8. There it
Wait,
is.
why do you have to roll with disadvantage?
I have heavy armor on.
Oh god.
So I rolled a 7 and then a 17. So let's go. I'm got a 6.
So, as you all are walking, Sylvia, you are quiet. The other two, there is some clanking of armor and weapons, and all of a sudden, what looked to be magma dripping from the wall, you see 2 pairs of eyes turn around to look at you as these imp-like creatures crawl out of the magma. Please roll initiative, everybody.
Let's get that
Oh,
music change.
Let's
no, how-
see.
You just had to get the big ass, bulky, heavy armor fall
Trolling
collection,
me.
huh?
How did I get a 2?
Because you dump decks, you dummy. All right, we'll go around. Diya, what did you get?
15.
Hedrover, what did you get?
I got a 2.
And Sylvia, what did you get?
Dirty 20.
Nice. So Sylvia, you are up first against these little creatures. I will say the land down here, because of the magma, you don't have to worry about like rolling for damage or anything like that in this part, but it is all difficult terrain. Your movement is halved. So about, we'll say 20 feet to either side of you are these like 3-foot tall imp-like creatures. They have long faces, they have wings, and they are dripping with magma. Sylvia, what do you do? There's one on each side.
One on each side. Okay, well, I am going to... So, each side as in front to back or left to right?
Left to right.
Left to right, okay. I'm going to take a slice at the one on my right first.
They are 20 feet away from you, and your movement is halved. What is your movement?
My current movement is 35, so it's going to be
14.
14, yeah.
I think you can reach. You can reach, just barely reach one of them, either on the left or the right.
I could also... Is this an action? It is an action. Fuck, okay, I can't do that. Yeah, if I can make a strike on one, would I be able to turn on to the second one, or would I not?
Absolutely not. No, you can at most reach one.
All right, so then I'm going to make an attack on the first one. I'll make an attack. I'll make my way over to the first one and try to make an attack at it just to see what we're dealing with here.
Left or right?
Right.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Or 7 damage.
7 points of damage. Very nice.
And then I am going to bonus action, because I can't hit the other one, I'll just hit the same one.
Okay.
With my second katana.
Mhm.
For a 7 is 13? 6 plus 7 is 13?
13 hits.
Yes. Okay. And it's going to be 9 damage this time.
Nice. Big chunk of damage to this
nice.
little magma
Excellent.
method. Sylvia, you run over and you know that normally weapons would kind of stick into these things, but with your general agility, you slice through before any of the magma can melt at your weapons.
Okay.
This is just for
No.
flavor. It does.
Okay.
That's actually mechanic.
Okay.
Diya, you're up.
Diya runs up to the method that Sylvia was already hitting, and a bit timidly, because he's still kind of like unsure after the last fight that he kind of screwed up. He's just going to make 2 regular attacks, nothing special.
Okay.
He's not going to start singing. Again, very kind of conscious of himself. So we'll start this off with a little booming blade action.
Nice. So roll to hit first.
Oh, fuck. I'm guessing a 7 isn't going to do it.
Afraid not. The creature jumps out of the way.
All right, offhand attack. Not much better. 13.
13 actually does hit. So roll that damage.
Just confirm. 5 plus 8 is 13, right?
Yes.
That's right.
I
Yes.
also did that
Cool,
math
cool,
in my
cool.
head just now.
Just making sure. All right. Blooming Blade is already wasted, so this one is a straight attack with no modifier. So that is a plus. Is that a plus 8 or a plus 6? That's plus 8, sorry. Or a D8. Sorry, not plus 8.
Oh, we love the 8s.
2 damage.
2 damage. Okay, you kind of have trouble pinning this thing down. It's, in addition to your mental state, it has wings and it's kind of like fluttering around as it's dripping hot magma. But if it move, oh wait, no, Booming Blade did not hit. Never mind. So that is that turn. Now the Mephit is going to attack both of you. The Mephit kind of like takes an inhale and spits a fireball at both of you. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw, each of you?
Yes.
Uh, 15.
15 saves.
19.
19. You both save. You each take 3 points of fire damage.
Ow.
The remaining Mephit is going to... the one that's on the left has not been attacked, is going to do the same, spit a fireball at Hedrover. Dex save, please, Hedrover.
Yep. Oh man, why is D20 lagging? Alright, I'm just gonna roll it normally. 12.
12. Saves. 3 points of fire damage.
Nice.
And that is the Mephit's turns. Hedrover, you're up.
Cool. So Hedrover is gonna probably play this closer to the back. So I'm going to do, as a bonus action, I'm going to do Healing Word
Mm-hmm.
on myself. So that is 1d4. Let's see. Nice. Cast Healing Word. Why is this app not working today? Okay, there we go. So casting Healing Word. And then while that's going, I'm going to cast Bane on the 2 imps in front of us. Or there's 2, correct? Or the 1?
There is one on one side, one on the other. Bane would not be able to hit both.
Okay. I'm going to cast it on the one that is healthier.
That is healthier? Okay, so that's the one that spat at you. So
Yes.
what type of saving throw does it make?
The Charisma.
It fails.
Okay, awesome.
Believe it or not,
So,
not the most charismatic thing.
cool. So I am going to... So that's Bane. So now they have... they must roll a d4 and subtract the number from each attack roll
Yep.
and saving throw.
Yep, Bane is fantastic.
So-
Excellent turn, Hedrover. Sylvia, you're up.
Okay.
Thing's
So-
looking pretty hurt, also.
It is? Okay.
It's
And
like a
there's
fiery
just-
imp.
And there's just the 3. The 2 that are around me and 1 by Hedrover
There's just
right now?
there's just 2. One,
just 2?
One
Okay,
with
okay.
the 2 of you, one with Hedrover.
Alright. So I was going to do something a little crazy, but it looks like it's not necessary. So I'm going to dial back a little. So then I will take another swipe at the one that's been hurt the most, that I would know that I've done the most damage to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be a 14.
14 hits.
Hit.
Roll for damage, please.
And it's going to be 11 damage.
11 damage. Sylvia, how do you want to do this?
I would like to, if I'm close enough and wouldn't bust my ass, and if I need to roll for it, I will. I want to just kind of do jumping 360 backhand slash. to
Absolutely.
decapitate it.
You decapitate the thing, and magma starts bubbling up from its neck. Both of you, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Of course.
No.
Of course. Oh, natural 20 for 25.
11.
11. Remind me, does DC 11 mean you have to hit 11 or beat 11? My brain is not working today.
That one's up to the DM.
I like to give it to the offense, so I will say that you failed in this case.
Oh,
Diya, you take 11 points of fire damage. Sylvia takes 6.
Ooh,
As the magma method
ow.
explodes.
Oh boy, oh boy.
As a reaction, I am. Hold on, let me make sure I can do this first.
Oh boy, okay. I am hurting.
Yeah. Okay. As a reaction, I can cast absorb elements.
Great, yeah.
'Cause
So you can
that was-
Wait!
so you
I
can
can,
reduce that.
can I also cast that?
Yeah.
As a reaction?
Yeah,
I
if
will
you haven't used your
also
reaction.
cast Absorb Elements.
Amazing. So that is halved. So Sylvia, instead of taking 6 damage, you take 3, and Diya, you take 6
Delightful.
damage instead of 11.
Oh hell yeah!
As both of you in unison kind of direct the fire into yourselves with some magical sword swings. Incredible contrast between the two of these elegant dual wielders, and then Hedrover with that big old hammer.
All right. I am going to take a swing on the.
Actually, sorry, Hedrover, it's not your turn. The
I'm not
methods
taking
have to
a swing
go.
at anything.
And Diya also has to go. So that method
I was
exploded.
gonna say,
Diya, you're up.
Diya is staggering back. He's like, "Oh, it's so hot. Oh, Hedrover, watch out! Gah!"
Oh, ow!
And we're gonna make 2 attacks on the incoming method.
All right, what are you attacking with?
My swords.
Okay.
First one is going to be a.
You have the mobile feat, so the difficult terrain doesn't impede you.
I'm not dashing, so no. I have to dash in order for it. But
15 and 15, I don't know if you'd be able to make it all the way to the other.
so, my regular movement speed is now 20 because of the mobile feat, and while so yeah, it's 20. That should be enough, or is it not?
There's 30 feet between each of the methods, so if you were in melee with that one, you would not be able to get all the way over.
Okay. What thrown weapons do I have?
This is us realizing both dual wielders do not have ranged options.
Yeah.
This is an OP party unless you need to be running all over the place.
Yeah. Well, unless you need to be running all over the place in difficult terrain. The difficult terrains was fucking us because we're fast.
In that case, I'm gonna swap out to my light crossbow, and I'm gonna pop off at this thing.
Ooh, Diya,
Go.
just armed to the teeth. Make an attack, please.
That's gonna be a 14 to hit.
14 hits, roll for damage on this magma creature.
Juicy, and let me confirm, but I think with my absorb elements, that's gonna allow
Yes.
an extra d6 of the triggering damage. So the methods may have resistance.
They have
to
an
that.
immunity to fire.
They have immunity to fire. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm not even gonna bother rolling that dice. I'll just roll the crossbow damage, which is a 5 plus 3, so that is 8 damage to the method.
Not bad, considering you are a primary sword fighter. This crossbow bolt is pretty big compared to the little method. It is jabbed in the chest before the crossbow bolt starts to get melted from the heat. Next in the order is... And you're moving closer, Diya, or staying at range?
Yeah, so now I'm 10 feet closer.
Okay. All right, so next up we've got the methods. So this method is going to see if its fire breath recharges. It does. So can I please have Diya and Hedrover make dexterity saving throws as it flies around
What?
to hit both of you?
I'm still 10 feet away. What is the range of the breath?
15 feet, but Hedrover
Okay.
has not moved.
Yep, so I'm 10
yeah.
feet. Yep, I'm in range. So dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw, please.
I got a 2.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
no.
Third nat 20.
Oh
Alright.
wow.
Diya, you
Very
take
nice.
5. Hedrover, you take 9 points of fire
Oh
damage.
my god. I'm so close to
As the
dying.
method spits a fireball that connects with both of you. Not the smartest creature in the world, but it seems to know how to kill things.
You know,
It
I'm gonna
sure does.
I'm gonna reaction again and absorb half of that.
Amazing. You Sword Art Online cross those blades in front of you to reduce the
Very nice.
damage from the fireball.
Very nice.
And now, Hedrover, it's your turn. The method is still alive, still kicking.
Okay, it's taken damage before already, though, right?
It has.
Okay, I am going to use Toll the Dead on the.
Yes.
All right, saving throw. What roll is it?
Wisdom.
13.
Yeah.
It got a 13. Is that a save or a fail? Check your spell save DC.
Yeah, so it's a Wisdom 13. Target must succeed. Does that mean it succeeded on the saving throw?
It depends on your spell save DC. So at the top of the spell casting part of D&D Beyond, it should say save DC.
Save DC is 13.
And I like to give it to the offense, so you actually do that damage. So roll that
Let's go.
roll that die.
Cool.
Nice.
So that is one. Oh, it's 1d12.
A D12, yeah, because it has damage already.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Sylvia, you're on deck.
No whammies. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, rolling the d12. It's so dramatic because my D&D Beyond is chugging right now for some reason. All right, 8 damage.
8 damage. Ooh, that is a big of necrotic energy against the method. It's looking real hurt.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do with your turn, Hedrover?
I think. Oh, actually, isn't Second Wind a
Bonus action.
It's a bonus action.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do Second Wind.
Go for it. D10 plus your
There you
constitution, and then Sylvia, you're up.
Okay.
Sylvia, what are you going to do?
How far away am I from this last one?
You are 30 feet. Actually, it flew around. We'll say you're 20 feet away.
Oh boy.
And it's still
Okay.
difficult terrain down here to dodge the
Yeah,
magma.
so I wouldn't be in melee if I went my 14 feet to get towards it, would I?
You would not.
Okay.
Okay, we're learning our strengths and weaknesses.
I think I will. What are you looking like right now, Hedrover? Like, are you?
That Second Wind was huge, so I have 13 health right now.
Okay, well, I mean,
Nice.
I also have 13, but I don't know if I'd call it huge. I'm a little low.
Nah.
So Diya and Hedrover are both in melee, or just Hedrover right now?
Neither of them are in melee with the creature.
Oh, really?
Because it
I've been
hits that
casting
fire.
the entire
rolling.
time. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, I am going to. I mean, fuck it. I might as well. I'm gonna bonus action. I guess not bonus action, but I'm going to spend my action to wild shape, into what would be a gazelle, like tiger hybrid, like before, like they had seen before.
Sylvia suddenly becomes a lot bigger as this giant muscular gazelle.
Which should now give me what is 25
Mhm.
movement.
Mhm.
So I am going to. Should I make my? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna spend my movement to get over to the next.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And this is the last one, correct? It's only.
This is the
one
last
left?
one, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna turn into my gazelle tiger and make my way over to it to be in melee for next round.
Okay. You charge with a full dash action. You are now in front of the creature. Diya, you are up.
Okay, I'll spend my next 20 feet of movement. That should put me in range, yeah?
Yep, definitely.
Dope sickles. Let's make my 2 attacks.
Mhm.
Oh, we said 13 hits?
Yep, 13 hits.
Awesome. I'll go ahead and roll for my offhand attack. Oh, that's definitely going to hit. So it's going to be 2d. Sorry, I should have rolled these at the same time. I didn't.
You're okay?
That's not a d8. That's a d8. There we go. Oh my god. I rolled 2 1s on my d8s.
Ooh, so how much total?
Trolling!
Oh no.
So plus 3, that is 5 damage.
Oh,
It is
no.
still hanging on, just
Oh,
barely.
boy, oh,
Diya,
boy.
you slash across this thing. If you do not have any other thing you want to do, it is going to see if it gets its fire breath back. It does not, so it is going to make a claw attack on Who's it
I'm
going
the
to
only one in
attack?
melee right now.
No, Sylvia used. Sylvia ran all the way up.
Oh, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
I'm also.
I think it's going to. Between the two of you, let me roll a d6.
Mhm.
1
I
through 3 it
attacked
Nah,
attacks
get me in
Matt.
the scrap.
I attacked it. Let's be honest. It's coming after Diya.
It's attacking Sylvia. I rolled on the die. So
It's a big scary gazelles running at it.
that's a 22 to hit you, Sylvia.
Oh, that's definitely gonna
And
hit.
it is going to deal.
How close am I to Sylvia?
5 points of damage to your form.
Okay.
And Hedrover, you're probably like 10 feet away from Sylvia at
Yeah,
this
I'm
point.
not close enough to react. Okay.
That's good. I'm
So,
feel right now. That's fine.
Hedrover, you're up.
Okay. This thing's gotta die. I'm gonna probably just cast Toll the Dead again
Yep.
from where I'm at. Just stay in a safer range.
It
Okay,
fails. Roll
let's
that
go.
Roll that
Nice.
damage.
1d12.
Finish him.
All right. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna use the dice in my hand. It's taking forever. This is the d12, right? It is. Cool.
D12 is like a smaller D20. That's how I
Yeah.
like to think of it.
All right. It's gonna be 4 damage.
4 damage. How do you want to do this, Hedrover?
Hey.
Oh, thank you, God. Nothing flashy. I'm on my hands and knees praying right now, going like, ding, ding, ding.
And then the method explodes. Diya and Sylvia make dexterity saving throws.
Of course.
Yay.
Of course.
Oh yeah, watch out for exploding thing.
That's a 14.
14 succeeds.
That's not going to do it.
No.
Diya, you take 9 points of fire damage. Sylvia takes 5.
Oh,
Diya's down.
jeez,
Oh, I got this.
And
No,
you're
yeah,
out of
don't worry.
combat.
Yeah, you're chilling.
Diya's out.
You
Diya's
you
down.
just hear Sylvia, like, I don't know what sound. I was gonna say neighing, but just like making frustrated and kind of worried gazelle noises before she like takes a second and then drops it to be like, oh shit. And I mean, I get we can both cast Cure Wounds.
I have
might as well.
Spare the Dying, so I can stabilize you as well.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to stabilize him, then I'll Cure Wounds as well.
All right.
I said stabilizing doesn't bring me up.
Yeah.
Oh right. Yeah,
Stabilizing
it's
just
in
stops you
combat.
from rolling death saves.
Which we're out of combat, so we might as well just heal him.
Yeah.
I mean, but you don't have to. I
I
have-
have no spell slots anymore.
okay,
so-
yeah. So I'll Cure Wounds. I still have
Thank
2
you.
more. Well, 1 more now, but yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds, and you get 5 HP.
Let's
All right,
go.
let's go.
Diya, you shoot up,
Ah.
gasping for air, as the last thing you saw was this fire blasting into you. The hot air knocking you out. You are now awoken with Sylvia standing above you.
Do we have any health potions? This is.
We're
It's
so
looking
screwed.
rough. It's looking rough right now.
We have like a bottle of water and some sand, basically.
Oh shit! I don't think I. Yeah, I definitely don't have.
Good thing
that.
you guys avoided those spiders.
Oh well.
We would have actually exploded. I like didn't realize I used 2 spell slots for like
shit.
basically nothing.
Yeah, you guys are in the more serious of the campaigns that I stream, so it's going to be a little bit tougher.
Okay. Are you good? Are you all right? You with me? You with me, buddy?
Wait, did that Bane even do anything?
Bane did absolutely nothing.
It rolled like a 20-something, unfortunately, on
Oh,
its
great.
attack. Yeah. Bane, usually good in a long, drawn-out encounter. Mephits have 22 HP.
yeah, it's silly. on
Might as
my
well have
end.
guiding bolted. Never won a backseat play, but, you know, we are in the learning phases
Oh, I
of new
just don't have guiding
characters.
bolts. That's okay.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to cast Cure Wounds again if I have the spell slot for it?
Yeah. Yeah, you're out of combat. You can do
just
whatever the hell
because
you want.
he's. I mean, he's literally at 5 HP. I feel like it would behoove us to
Good
use it
one.
again.
I have
So,
one.
Like a
I have one
gazelle.
dice left.
Yeah. Okay. So
If
I'm
you
gonna
take out a
spend
short
my
rest.
last spell slot to 7 HP. So you're sitting
Hey.
at 12 now.
Is
Sitting
there a
pretty.
way, by
Double
the way,
digits.
This is a meta thing. Is there a way to turn off 3D dice on D&D Beyond?
Yes.
There is.
Yeah.
Okay. let's
Matt,
roll
why
that.
don't you message Michael
Yeah, just
about how to do that?
because I'm actually my computer's gonna fry.
My computer's
So, you're all up after defeating the Mephits. It looks like you are a good bit deeper into the cave. You are still in an area surrounded by magma.
Hedrover is gonna take the vanguard. He's gonna take up front Because
Okay.
I think I have the most effective HP right now. I think.
Okay, so, I think we need to. You see, Sylvia's kind of like frazzled a little just from seeing Diya go down. Not again, because you haven't. Did you go down last episode?
No, no one went down. So this
No
is
one went
pretty
down? Okay,
This is pretty
you did
traumatic.
get-
I've never seen
You
someone
did
die.
get fucked up. Diya definitely did get fucked up by those vultures at one point. Okay, so yeah. Sylvia's just trying to like relax. You can see that she just progressively has been getting a little more on edge throughout, like, soon as from the vultures to now, it's just getting she's getting a little stressed out. And she says, okay, so this is not looking great. All right, we are in a pretty precarious situation. I mean, I don't have the ability to heal any of us anymore without rest. Hedrover, your namesake does not seem to be in your power right now either.
I'm useless.
So I think, I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys, but I think it might be better if we don't push forward anymore. Maybe find somewhere either in the cave or out, whatever we deem to be a little more safe to rest up before trying to do any more than this. I'm hurt. Diya was down just a few seconds ago, and if we run into anything like those fucking magma bat freak fuckers again, or worse, I don't know if it'll be any better than just going back to the ship and getting executed in the first place.
Before we do anything, should we just look around where we are and see what we see?
Fuck it. Why not?
Can't get worse, right?
Everyone make a perception check for me.
That's cocked. That is a
Oh my god. Okay, got an 11.
Okay.
18.
16.
16. And Sylvia?
18.
Sylvia, right as you're sighing and saying, fine, whatever, you kind of like take a few steps and you see a pair of eyes staring at you from a small individual. Seems to be a human child.
What the fuck?
What is happening?
She is standing about 50 feet away from all of you, so it's kind of hard to see her. She takes a few steps towards you, and in the light of the magma, you can catch her features. You see golden hair and golden eyes as she takes a few steps towards all of you. She looks to be maybe around like 8 to 10 years old on the younger side. She looks to all of you and says, well, she starts talking. She says, Elam is dead, isn't he? And she keeps walking around all of you. It's a real
Please don't
shame.
hurt me.
Hold on, what the fuck is this?
I thought he would be
Oh.
much more powerful. And she continues to like pace around the three of you. You all don't look like seasoned adventurers. Who are you?
Yeah, where do I start? There was an egg, there was ash, there was a bat, and it was spitting fire, it exploded on the kid died. We're adventurers. We're not seasoned though, pretty bland, unseasoned adventurers.
She steps up to you, Hedrover, and there is a smell of ash and soot that you get from her as she kind of like steps around you slowly. And she says to you, you are hiding something. And then she looks to Diya and Sylvia. She looks back to Diya and says, you are young and naive. And then she looks to Sylvia and says, and you are desperately grasping for control. And then she steps backwards, and you all see, as her eyes are glowing, her silhouette is caught by the magma, and you briefly see her shadow change to a lizard-like one with large bat wings before it changes back to a human one. I am sister to the gold dragon that you all killed. Don't worry. If my brother died, he surely deserved it. He was supposed to protect the Ifriti's heart, and if he failed, then that's simply the way of nature.
He
Now,
died of old age.
I
What do
don't
you know
believe
about
you.
the heart?
About that heart, it just kind of disintegrated. I didn't think hearts did that.
Well, Ifritis are not of this plane. Their hearts aren't exactly the same as the ones that beat inside of mortal beings like us. Now I'm going to ask again, who are you? And then she takes a step forward and turns into an identical wormling to the one that you all fought before. And what do you want?
We just want the heart.
Better
We were
yet,
tasked to get it, and if we don't get it, we're going to die. And if we have to go through you to get it and run the risk of dying, well, there's no other choice for us then, is there? What do you want?
can we take a vote on this? I'm not going through another wormling. I got my one shot back there, and I'm good on that. Here's what we actually want. We want to get out of this cave unscathed.
Diya steps in front of both of them and gestures to his little ferret on the shoulder. He goes, "We are the ferret friends, and we are here on an adventure to retrieve the heart and
We're the what?
and not die."
We're fucked.
Oh my god.
You are an interesting group. Well, my brother and I were tasked to protect the Ifriti's heart, but I suppose that with it to ash, I no longer have any responsibility to fight all of you. And she turns back, shrinking back into the form of a child, her wings receding into her back, and she looks to all of you and says, "You want to get off of this island? There are options. There is a tribe of fire genasi that you might be able to work out a deal with. Now, I suggest not mentioning that you killed my brother and lost the heart, because they were in service to Vollon. However, if you try to pose off as simple travelers, they might be able to provide you a boat off of the island."
Do you know why the heart may have just vanished the way that it did? We didn't do anything to it. It just
I just held
turned to
it.
dust.
I
right in his
protected
hands.
it.
I am not
Yeah,
of
the
this
kid did a
plane.
good job.
I'm not of this plane, and I don't know why the heart disintegrated. Perhaps it was Volan's last defense against greedy adventurers trying to use his body for their own selfish purposes. The tribe is that way, and she points to an end of the cave, and she spits out an ember that lights the way, and you can see that there is a curving, sloping path out of the magma section. You will exit out of the mountain that way, and they may be able to assist you on leaving Volan's island. Or you could go back upstairs and try your hands with the spiders and the wargs that inhabit this island.
Do I believe her?
You can make an insight check.
That is a 22.
This creature does not even seem to consider lying when she speaks. Everything she said, whether it was about the three of you or about her brother probably deserving to die because he failed his mission, all from a place of brutal honesty. She's a dragon. That's what she is.
So, what happens to you?
I'm quite hungry. Perhaps I'll go eat some sheep.
Let's go.
Works for me.
She's telling the truth. I want out of this fucking cave as soon as possible.
I think we should, ferret friends. We should do a little group huddle on what's going to happen when we talk to the fire genasi really quick.
I think that would be best done outside of the cave, maybe.
As you all are saying this, you see the golden dragon girl. A magma method comes to life out of the magma. She picks it up with her hand and squeezes it. It bursts in her hand, and she does not even flinch as the fire drips down her face.
Oh wow.
Can we get a name from you, by the way?
Destra.
Oh, nice to meet you, Destra. I'm Hedrover Heels.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
There's probably something like that.
Well, thank you for the information.
Before we go, do we owe you anything for this?
Oh. Do you want to owe me anything?
No, I don't think
I owe too
he
much
does.
as it is.
He's
I
just
mean-
asking.
I mean, as an adventurer, we owe you our lives for this.
Don't say lives.
Diya,
I only have one of those to
Don't.
give.
don't go making deals or assumptions.
What if
about
you-
What
what
you
if I-
need to do? Hold, Hedrover.
But the dragon just gave us information.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
We can
You
give
don't want to
information
be-
back. How about
You don't
that?
want to be indebted to a dragon. Listen to me, both of you. You don't want to be indebted to a dragon. Okay.
But isn't it our code that someone does
what
us
do
a
we?
favor that
What do we have to offer? This clearly much stronger than us being. We
That's
can't
a
even
nice
keep
joke or a
ourselves-
song.
But that's not the point. It's the principle of the thing. They did us a favor, so we should do them a favor in return. Like no matter like they didn't.
I'm this
kill
with a
us.
kid. You know what? What if we offer the bare minimum?
What could she want that we could offer? Think
can
about
ask.
that for a moment. Sure, but ask yourselves before you decide to ask the being that just crushed the very things that almost put our good buddy Diya here out of commission and didn't even flinch.
Let me ask
I
myself.
think it probably has a fair bit more going for it than we do. I'm not sure what we could give it, and I don't like to be indebted
I'm
to
just
people.
saying us. It
We don't
helping
want to be
us,
ungrateful.
It's not going to keep you up at night knowing that it helped you and you didn't do anything in return.
It didn't ask for anything in return. But by all means, if you two want to give it something in return, I've already made it clear that what advice has been given to us was true, and I'm going to take that as it is. I think us not dying is more than good enough for me to feel good to go. But if your consciences would feel much better by giving this being something else, by all means, I'm not going to stop you. I'm no one's mother. And Sylvia's just going to start making her way towards the...
Diya, aim
entrance.
low. Whatever this offer is, aim low.
Diya's like really torn because like everything that Diya knows and believes is like this thing literally just gave us the potential to live, and so he is like feeling this back and forth between wanting to take the information and go, but feeling like an unbalanced scale. And he turns back to the dragon and goes, I can't in good conscience walk away. You've given us 3 our lives. Name your price.
I'm hungry. Do you have something to eat?
Bryce, he says.
Will you take a drink? I'm a good brewer.
Like alcohol? No.
I can't drink either. The stuff goes right to my stomach. And out the wrong way. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You've been there.
No, I do. It makes my fire very, very dangerous if there is alcohol in my system, as you might imagine.
You want like orange juice?
I just want food. When I'm done talking to you guys, I'm probably gonna go, like, eat a horde of deer or something like that.
I don't have much in the way of food. Do you consume magic?
What? No. What? No, where did you hear that?
I don't know. You're a dragon. You're
That's on
amazing and
me.
mystical.
The kid's young. You know what? I have one ration. You want a ration?
Sure, I'll take a ration.
I'll give you a ration. Hey, the more the merrier, am I right? Hey, oh.
See, how many rations do I have?
I
Well, I have 10 rations.
I have one left now. It's okay.
Yeah, I offer a couple rations.
Eat up.
As soon as you hand these rations to her, just ravenously bites through them, her teeth briefly turning into fangs.
Hey, make sure you chew. You'll get hiccups.
She just swallows it down and says, "All right, I'm bored now. Goodbye." And takes a step, turns into the gold dragon wormling form again, and starts flapping her wings and goes upwards through the cave out of your sight.
Get a gas, Destra.
And I think that's a good time if anyone needs to take a pee break before we do the second half of the session. And we are back right where we left off. The dragon Destra has flown away from all of you. She has given you a... There's a horse in this music. Don't want that.
There's a horse in the cave.
Unless Sylvia's transformed, we're not going to have any hoofbeats in the music.
I have, this is hoof erasure. I still have hooves.
You don't have 8 hooves at once,
fair.
though.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
So, you are alone in the cave, and Destra has pointed you in the direction of the Fire Genasi village, if you so choose to follow.
I hate
Sylvia just says, so are your consciences all clear then? Are we good to go?
I feel like I have no conscience anymore. I just want to do that so it wouldn't eat me.
I don't think eating you is on the table, Hedrover. That's what I'm saying.
I never know.
We gave her a snack. She seemed very reasonable.
Sure. So let's get out of this cave just because I'm feeling kind of stuffy and could use some fresh air, and let's figure out what we're going to do before we get to this village. We're going to need to have a combined story to tell so that we don't trip up and say something that will just have another enemy faction after us.
Yes, I'm not very good at lying.
We're gonna lie by omission, which is not the same as real lying.
I think this is also, I realized just now, one of the only parties I've ever seen that dumped charisma.
I mean, at least I'm not in the negative. A +1 is better than a plus none or a -1.
This is gonna be like my worst chapter. It's all dex and charisma checks. I'm like, oh shit. Let's get in the cave, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, so you all make your way out of the cave. Now that you know what methods look like, you are kind of able to avoid them as they are formed from the magma mixed with the latent magical energy of Vollon's island. This Afriti's dormant power, or whether it is just from the dormant volcano itself, something is making these methods appear. You are able to get out of there. Stepping back into the sunlight, a few hours have passed. The sun is just starting to go down. And you kind of go off in the direction that Destra recommended you all walk in to find the Fire Genasi village. And sure enough, after about 45 minutes of walking, following eventually what you find to be a trail to go down, you start to put the pieces together that there is civilization, and as you crest over the top of a hill, on the other side you do see a small village, mostly of tents. It seems like this might be a nomadic group of people. And they do seem to all be Fire Genasi. Fire Genasi being basically the humanoid versions of fire elementals. Some of them have red skin and fiery hair. For others, perhaps there was some human mixed in the bloodline, and they seem to look humanoid other than some flickering flames in their eyes. And you see the village before you seems to be a few dozen large. Doesn't seem to be very big at all.
Okay. So, here's what I think we say. We came here on a ship. They don't need to know anything about the ship. And we tell the truth about being attacked by Ironbeard and his cronies. And we're just looking for shelter and means of escape off of this island as our other ship is no longer an option. How's that sound?
Can I throw in a suggestion? Because they do have like a spiritual attunement to the thing that turned to ash. What if we don't lie about it turning to ash, but we lied about how.
I don't think we need to bring the
In
thing
worst
up
case
at
scenario,
all.
if it comes up.
I don't think it will. I mean, we don't have it. If worst case scenario, we just say the fucking Ironbeard pirates did something.
That's what I'm
with it.
saying. The Ironbeard took it.
Sure.
Worst case scenario.
But let's let them bring it up
So
first, I would say.
I know the dragon said we shouldn't tell them everything, but what could be the harm in telling them the truth? Because the truth always gets you the results that you need.
Okay.
so
Okay.
much
No,
harm.
no,
There's
no.
so much harm in
No,
telling
no,
the
no,
truth.
no. That's
Lying is so good for you.
This is
My mother said lying is terrible. It's the
Is Mom
worst
here?
possible thing you could do.
okay. Well,
No?
it's not the worst possible thing we could do. Sometimes a little white lie, or even a lie with a bit more meat on it, we'll say, is not going to do as much damage as telling the truth could do, you know? And again, think about it this way. Just like Destra said, if they find out that we had a hand, even without our, we have no idea why it disappeared. We didn't do anything to make it disappear to our knowledge. But if they find out that we had a hand in it disappearing, I don't think they're going to want to hear us out. I don't think they're going to want to provide us shelter. They're damn sure not going to provide us a means off the island. And once again, we're going to be back in the same boat where we'll probably be liable to be executed. So I think it's important that we try to estimate, our own options here. You want to go on adventures, right? Can't go on adventures if you're dead, Diya.
That's true. And lying to protect someone else is kind of like heroism in a lot of ways. We're helping people by lying.
Oh, so by lying, I would be helping you stay alive, and that's good.
You're protecting me and my flesh.
I cannot wait to tell Mother this. Lying
That's-
helps
that's
keep
what
these
clicks
people
it.
alive.
Lying helps
Oh.
you stay alive.
That's what flips the switch in his head, not my
Flip
flawless
the
logic.
switch.
Amazing,
It's so good. You
wonderful,
always
great.
gotta
Wow.
lie. to
I
protect-
will
you
have
can go
to-
your whole life lying, and no one will know.
Hedrover, you are very skinny.
Oh, you rat! I'll kill you one day, you little scamp.
Oh, you lot are gonna give me an aneurysm. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're in agreement that we
Hands in for
don't-
lying. Ready? One.
Okay, no.
Two,
Let's
three,
not say
Lying.
maybe
Diya
not
is now
maybe not
taking
yell
notes.
the word lying just a few feet away from the village of people we're gonna lie to, just for future reference. Hopefully they didn't hear us, you know. Okay, all right, yeah, lying, wonderful. And Sylvia just trudges on ahead down the hill.
Amazing. So who's leading the way into the village?
I will definitely take point. I will be in the front.
I feel like you have to physically shove D out of the
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, yeah,
Chanting lying as we're going in.
Like, this is, I'll literally be like, this is a great opportunity. Take notes on this, Diya. Observe. This will be a good opportunity. This is a fantastic passage for the book.
The ferret friends, liars of the world.
Hey, that's
Maybe not. Maybe not that. Maybe not.
And
that.
don't include me in the book. You don't have to do that at all.
Inside voice. You don't want to give it away to potential readers out loud. You know, keep it up here.
It's
That's
like a
brilliant.
surprise that hurts people.
I thought lying didn't hurt people.
Us, I mean. If the surprise, if it gets ruined, we die.
We're getting pretty close, guys.
Oh.
Maybe let's.
As the three of you walk up, covered in soot and wounds,
Oh, good,
looking
yeah.
really banged up. That hasn't been
Yeah.
addressed.
I'm mending. Why not do this?
One of the fire genasi, who looks pretty humanoid, if not for like some flickering red that kind of like comes and goes from his hair, as well as like some bright red eyes, waves to all of you and goes, "Hey, everybody, we got some travelers." And he steps up to all of you. He stands at about like 5'11", so he's pretty tall. He's got a sash across his chest, but no other shirt on, kind of like a long, bit of a skirt, bit of a gown on the lower half of his torso, bracelets of beads. He looks to all of you and goes, "Hey, you look like you're, not all from around here. My name's Asher. Nice to meet you all. You aren't with those pirates that came through, right? Big Metal Man?"
No,
I am
no,
Aida,
no,
and we
no.
were attacked by pirates.
Okay, hold on.
No, but-
Aida, you said.
Mm,
And you were attacked by pirates.
we were. That's why we're covered in scars and ash.
That's true. And not a lie.
He's a little lightheaded right now. That's why he's speaking so unnecessarily loudly. He's very close to us.
Did you fight the
Aida.
pirates in the dormant volcano? Is that why you're covered in burns and ash?
Yes, we
They
were
were-
fighting them outside.
They were
of it,
chasing
and
us, and we ran for
retreated.
cover in the volcano.
Who wants to make
Yes.
this deception check?
Not
Okay. I'm going to put my hand over Diya's mouth, and I will make the deception check.
All right.
Can you
go
get
for it.
advantage for silencing Diya?
No, this is a straight roll.
Do I have? Oh, damn! I wish it was persuasion because I'm fucking proficient.
It's just,
bad.
this is the way that you all approach this is pretty definitively deceptive.
No, yeah, no. I'm
It's no doubt that it's deception.
It's real bad. It's real bad. It's a 3.
It's a 3.
Trolling.
Yeah,
Ash-
let's troll ourselves into a TPK.
Asher narrows his eyes and says, "Before I let any of you into my village, I need to know that I can trust you." And then he kind of like takes a hand into the air, clenches his fist, and it is coated in fire. And he says, "Now, we've had people try to deceive us before, and it didn't go so well for them. We're not just nomadic people living on a former volcanic island. This is an island filled with mephits and wargs and giant spiders. We know how to defend ourselves. So who are you? And looks like you really need some rest. How do I know that we can trust you? Why should we give you a bed tonight?"
I mean, you can
Look,
see
can
how
I-
worse for wear we are right now.
Can I
We
step
really
in?
don't pose any threat to you. We're just
Can I
looking
step
for some
in?
shelter. I hazard to. You know what? Give us a second. How about we sidebar?
No,
first,
there's...
Hedrover?
Why are you... That is the
No
most
sidebar.
suspicious thing
We're
to
the ferret
possibly do.
friends.
You tell me why I should let you into my... You're the ferret friends.
We're the ferret friends. We're a traveling troupe of sailors.
I will allow
Okay.
you to make either a deception or a persuasion, because that was not necessarily a lie.
It's the same roll.
This is.
I'll do
this
persuasion
is
for the one time.
Can my ferret pop up and like do a
landmark
Yes,
levels.
cartwheel?
please.
Give
When I said
advantage?
ferret friends, can you go like,
Landmark
bing?
levels is bad. Oh.
Holy shit! I won. It's a 2 minus 1, so it's a dirty 1.
So not a natural one.
Not a natural.
Oh,
So what?
I
Here's
smell bad.
here's what happens. The ferret pops up. Asher looks to it and says, "Look, I don't trust you people at all, but animals, pets especially, tend to follow people who are good-hearted. So you're gonna get a bed tonight. You're gonna get a
Visibly
rest tonight,
sweating.
and then tomorrow, you're going to help us hunt down a monster."
Hell yeah! I'll help that any monster. I once killed the dragon.
Great. Sounds. Wait. You
Thank you. I guess.
you killed a dragon.
Sure, a long time ago. Feels
Long
like
time
ages
ago.
ago.
Make a deception check for me.
What are we doing
You keep
here?
lying!
What are we doing here?
You
I
keep
went-
lying. If
I
I
said
make you
felt,
keep
I
lying.
said felt
I'm
like
putting-
ages ago.
I'm putting my other hand on his mouth while he makes this roll, and I'm
Well-
literally just gonna say, okay,
He-
you know what? At
he-
this point, I would rather die than continue this
He
fucking
got a
charade.
12. That's not the same as a 1. So here's what happens.
I look senile.
Asher takes a step aside to show you the village. You see horses. You see all sorts of different crafts in there. You see a big, giant tent that you assume is not residential and probably has supplies in there. And he says, "Hey, Blaze," and then boom, boom, boom. It's like 6.5 foot tall. Looks to be like a mix of a fire genasi and a Goliath. She has tattoos on her face. She steps up to all of you and says, "What's up, Asher?" And Asher says, "Keep an eye on these people as they sleep. I think the normal night watch can be exempted for that, and tomorrow they're gonna help us hunt the nightmare."
I'm sorry, the nightmare?
Your tent's that way. And he points into the village.
Now that sounds like a true adventurer's challenge. And as he like pries Sylvia's hand off of his mouth.
I'm like crying from like lying, exhaustion, old age.
Maybe death isn't so bad. Maybe.
Diya starts walking forward as his ferret leads the way with his sword out and his little vest.
Onward, our faithful leader. And I'm like walking, but I'm fully gone at this point. I'm just following behind the ferret.
Wow, I was not expecting this to go that badly.
I 100% was expecting it to. I was expecting it to go worse.
We have some good rolls.
I legit thought we were going to be fighting this fire genasi.
You would not live.
No.
I was
No,
like,
because we
please,
give off
please,
the air of
let's just
intimidation.
get off the island. Let's just get off the island. We don't have to tell them anything.
We look like dirty vagabonds. We don't look like we're threatening at all. We're bleeding out.
Oh, I've looked threatening. Thank you very much. Speak for yourself, Mr. Heels.
So the tent is large enough to house all of you just barely. You're kind of all going to have to sleep on the same pile of cloths, basically. It's a warm island at the very least, so you don't need like any huge amount of blankets or anything. You're probably sweaty, if anything, all in there together. And you are not quite left alone, as you see the part Goliath, part fire genasi Blaze just sits down in front of the open door to the tent and like puts a hand on either one of her knees as she sits crisscross and says, "Get comfortable. Don't get naked. I don't need to see that. You can take a rest, and tomorrow we hunt the nightmare."
So, about this nightmare, what? Tell me a little about the night. You know what? Tell me about yourself. What's the story here?
What do you mean, the story?
What's your story? What brought you to this group? I'm just trying to make small talk. I'm very scared and sweaty.
Well, I'm 6th generation fire genasi. I look like this because my great grandmother was a Goliath pirate who came to the island, stayed here, fell in love with the fire genasi, and this aspect of myself stayed with me.
Right on, peace and love, baby.
And I will crush your skull if you show any indication of hurting my village.
No hurt here. I'm a shit old man. Can I do a history check? They mentioned 6th generation genasi. Can I do a history check on like the history of this? Like if I've ever read about this tribe before or anything?
You would not know. This is a secluded island that
Got
you
it.
had to learn about from a crime lord.
Got it. Okay. And about this nightmare thingy, are we talking like? What are we talking here?
Oh, it's a pun.
I knew it. God damn! I knew
It's
it
like
was a pun.
It's like a fiery.
It's a horse,
It's
right?
a fiery horse. Yes.
That is funny. That I like that.
It
That's
can
good. Who-
enter and exit the ethereal plane. It is incredibly hard to track down. But with myself and Asher's natural elemental affinities, we have a decent estimate on where it would appear next. If you all can defeat it within In a matter of seconds, you should be able to capture it before
Easy.
it flees.
I've done it before. I'll do it again.
You seem like an accomplished warrior. Any
I
exciting kills on your plate? She kind of like steps back.
Oh, let me tell you this one really good one. So there I am, right? Big old golden dragon looking thing, right? And I'm like, it's time for you to go back to the realm of the dead. And I get out my hammer, and first of all, I do like I weakened it with like the power of like death itself, and then I swing at it with a big hammer, and it went down, bam, one hit. It was crazy. It should have been there.
I need to roll something. She looks at you and goes, well, isn't that interesting? I think you should go to sleep now.
I'm gonna go to sleep now. Good night.
She keeps staring. The tent's gonna stay open. She's watching you guys because you rolled so badly. You're not getting any privacy.
I don't know if I need privacy, so I'm not getting naked. You want me to get naked?
No.
Okay. Beggars can't be choosers. I'm taking my cloak and fully pulling it over my eyes, curling up into a ball, and willing myself to sleep if it kills me.
What are your
Diya's
yeah?
Diya is already asleep with his little ferret friend like curled up around him like a scarf.
And Sylvia, Blaze is staring at you and says, you seem to be the most seasoned warrior of this group.
Begrudgingly.
I didn't believe that guy slayed a dragon for a second. We have golden dragons on this island, 2 of them. There's no way that little thing could stand a chance against me.
Now what the hell?
Well, you know, he actually did, with my help and that one over there, I should say. But where they lack in social tact, they do make up in being pretty formidable warriors. At least from the short time I've been with them.
I suppose
Goddamn
we'll see
right, I don't
tomorrow.
have tact.
We'll see tomorrow how your combat skills go. Good night. And she looks to Sylvia. Name?
Sylvia.
Good night, Sylvia. And you all can mark off a long rest.
Give me that sweet, sweet HP.
You all drift into sleep. Your dreams are probably less divorced from the last few adventures you had, and kind of more just reliving the moments that happened. You know, you all know those moments where you've been working so much and you have dreams about work. It's that, except your dreams are about magma methods exploding in your face and dragons being pulverized into the ground. So it's a rough night of sleep, especially because if any of you toss or turn, Blaze has not shifted at all as she's staring at you.
Amazing.
And
damn, Blaze not gonna get her long rest? That's dedication.
she's the night watch. This is when she's awake. As the sun comes up, you actually see that Asher has taken Blaze's place at some point while you were asleep. And he looks to all of you and says, Nightmare should be appearing over that hill. You help us catch it, we have a boat for you. Deal?
Right on.
Sure.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, go for it.
Whose idea was to call it the Nightmare? It's a pretty good pun.
Oh, people, I'm sure, thousands and thousands of years ago, before there were Warforged and sky skiffs.
It's pretty funny. I just kind of liked it. Yeah, that's all the questions I have.
How strong are we talking? Is this thing like? Do you
Oh,
do you think this is a suicide mission?
three
or are we going
adventurers,
with
you
good
should be
odds?
just fine. The problem is, you're going to have approximately 18 seconds to defeat it.
That in?
Before it vanishes back into the ethereal plane.
Good to know.
We'll do it in 17.
I think
We'll see
take
about
the full
that.
18. We'll take the full 18. I'm gonna stake on the full 18.
You all are given a big fancy breakfast. Some of the best cooked meats and vegetables that you've ever had in your lives, because this is a fire genasi village. Just they have a master of flame that they cook just with their hands. And as you all are eating, you are not sitting with the other fire genasi because you all rolled so poorly before. You are kind of like by yourselves. Asher is not even conversing with you. He's kind of just keeping an eye on you. But as you all finish up, you are rested, you are fed. Asher claps his hands, and then some genasi come out with what look to be sky skiffs, but they're made of wood. And he says, "These are ashwood trees, unique to this island, immune to fire. They are even lighter material, so these are some of the best sky skiffs you could ever find. Now, we're not giving them to you, but we are going to use them while we catch this nightmare."
Much appreciated.
Groovy.
And don't even think about trying to steal them. We control the fire inside of them. If you try to steer away, I will bring you right back.
Oh, I have
We
no
would never
intention of
lie.
trying to get on your bad side.
Hedrover, can I get a deception check for that "we would never lie" statement?
Oh my god! Oh.
Not another one. It's a dirty one.
Oh.
He kind of like throws the rope of the sky skiff to you and says, "Follow me."
Sylvia's shooting fucking daggers at Hedrover. The whole
I
walk.
think it was a lie.
Daggers at this motherfucker. You know you have no charisma.
Amazing. Just
No one
amazing.
respects their elders anymore.
We decided that sky skiffs are intelligence checks before, so can everyone
right.
make an intelligence check? Dia, you can add your proficiency
Oh,
bonus.
what the fuck?
If
is
you have any
this?
sort of vehicle proficiency, you can add your proficiency bonus to this
Oh my
intelligence
God.
check.
This is not gonna be good for me.
I have water vehicle proficiency. This is not
So,
that.
so you can
wow.
add your proficiency, which is like a +2
Okay.
or +3
It's
to whatever
+2,
you
yeah.
roll on this int check.
It's just
Wait,
an
hold on, that
intelligence
didn't hit-
check,
that
yes?
doesn't
You
help.
said? Okay. Well, I got really lucky because I have a +0 for intelligence, but
Let's
I got a
go.
nat 20.
Woo.
So
All right, got a 16.
somehow.
Nice.
23.
3 for Dia?
23.
23. Flawless. Maybe it's the crushing weight of responsibility, or the fact that these people will kill you if you do not do this properly, or at least it's implied. Who knows? You all go off on your sky skiffs. It's a beautiful day. But you do get a glimpse of the wildlife on the island. You see a number of wargs, which are kind of like beefy wolves with big, strong underjaws, like hunting an owl bear, which is fighting them off. This is a pretty dangerous island.
Owlbears? I love owl bears.
Pretty dangerous island you've got right here. And as you all go, there is an area of clearing that looks like there was an explosion of fire, because the grass is kind of all pointed outwards from one point and a little bit ashy. And then Asher looks to all of you and says, "It should be appearing here in a matter of moments. Are you all prepared?"
Born ready.
Very well. So you all hop off your sky skiffs, and all of a sudden, there is a sudden hot burst of energy from the air. As first it is smoke, and then it is a thud of hooves, and a neigh as this nightmare appears in front of all of you. I want everyone to roll initiative. You have 3 rounds to kill this thing.
Oh,
God.
Wow. Okay.
17.
Go 16.
Ooh, nice.
14.
The 17, Hedrover 16, and 14 for Sylvia. You lucky bastards. The nightmare rolled below all of you. And if you had
Wow.
succeeded on some of those checks, Asher would be assisting you. He's a high-level monk.
Oh,
so this
he's
would have been a
not gonna
piece of cake.
Dude,
Pulling the
yeah.
curtain back, if you had done that flawlessly, you wouldn't have had to do this. If you had done it decently, he would have assisted you. Since you did terribly, no help at all. You have 3 rounds to drop this nightmare to 0 HP.
That's
Love
easy.
that for
This
us.
is so easy.
I love that for us.
All right, so
It's so
first
Manga.
First in the
Manga.
initiative order, we have Diya. This nightmare has appeared. You are surrounding it. You have about maybe 10 feet around. What do you do?
You know, Diya looks at his friends. I believe in our team, the fair friends, and the power of friendship. And he begins singing his blade song, and he casts Fairy Fire.
Amazing. What save does the nightmare have to make?
The Dex 14.
That's a 9. That's a fail.
Wow.
Oh,
All of your
man,
attacks
let's
will have
go!
advantage on the nightmare.
Oh boy.
Not anything the nightmare has to save on, but any melee or spell attacks have advantage.
Okay. Good start. Good start.
Diya, that was your action. Oh, you're right. To do an offhand attack, you have to make an attack. So,
Yep.
So, anything else you're doing?
Bonus action was going into blade song.
I see. Hedrover, you're up.
All right. I am going to use Channel Divinity, Pass to the Grave. So this does not have a check to it. It's just the next time you or
Yep.
an ally hits the creature, it has vulnerability to all that attack damage and things like that. And then I am going to move closer to Sylvia just so I can get potential protection of the reaction.
Okay, nice. And Path the Grave was your action this turn?
Yeah, it was Channel
Okay.
Divinity.
All right, Sylvia, you
Or Channel
are...
Divinity is no action? Hold on. No, Pass to the Grave is one action. My bad. Sorry. Continue.
All good. Sylvia, you are up. You have 3 rounds to kill this thing. What do you want to do?
How close am I to it?
I assumed you were all surrounding where it would be.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
So we'll
yeah,
say you're
if I'm-
each 10 feet away from it.
If I'm already in melee, we're going for our first attack to just take a slash at it. That's gonna be a dirty 20
Definitely hits.
for 7 damage.
7 damage,
Vulnerab-
double to 14.
Yep.
Just to-
All right.
just
Oh
to check,
wow, it's double.
Just to check, you rolled with advantage, right?
I did, yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's vulnerability, so you do double damage.
Your
Wow. Okay.
Your first
shit,
swipe
okay.
is guided by an ethereal necrotic energy to slice exactly across the nightmare's thick neck.
Oh wow.
You have a
okay,
bonus
and then
action.
I'm gonna take my second attack as well. That is wow. And it's wow. I gotta take a picture of this. It's not a fun picture. It's 2 natural 1s.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, real bad.
Oh.
As you
Next
whirl
level
around for the
bad.
second strike, the nightmare bucks and its hooves knock your katana
Wow.
out of your hand.
Oh, fuck me rolling. Okay.
You will
well,
have
that's
to
not good.
run back 10 feet to grab it.
Is that a free action to do so?
It is a free action to do so if you want to take an opportunity attack to run back and grab it.
I have protection.
I
on
mean,
you,
I
so it's
literally,
disadvantage.
I need it. I will.
Yeah.
take
All
an
right, so
opportunity.
you dash in. You have to use your movement to dash back out. It is going to attack with disadvantage because of Hedrover.
I got you.
So that is a 12 to hit.
That misses.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Hedrover pings it to the side. It would have hit if not for that disadvantage.
Double fucking natural. I don't think
It's
that's ever
actually
happened.
so
before.
unlucky.
All right.
Fucking terrible.
Well, the nightmare is going to take its turn. It's going to attack Hedrover, who's the one left in its range. That is a 22 to hit.
Oof.
It is going to deal
A lot of dice rolling.
It is. It sounds like quite a bit.
19 points of damage.
Okay.
19 points of
Wait.
damage from its hooves as it starts to trample you.
19.
We're fine.
It rolled really well. It's 2d8 plus 4 plus 2d6 fire.
Oh boy.
But it only has 1 attack per turn, and that is the first round of combat. You've dealt 14 damage so far. I'd recommend turning up the heat.
I sure
that,
tried.
That was
I
just
sure
double
tried.
damage too. Oh.
Okay.
Fairy Fire's still up, though.
Yeah, Fairy Fire's
That's
still
So,
up.
Now's the time to do it. Diya, what are you doing?
Diya's just gonna swing.
All right.
I don't have many other options here. Oh fuck me! A 3 and a 4 on the dice.
That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Yep.
Oh my god! A
Bonkers.
4 and a 5 on the dice.
Monkers.
Diya, the
What is
pressure's
going
getting
on?
to you. Unfortunately,
Okay.
Wow, guys, I am so sorry.
Hedrover's
Oh,
up.
boy.
Sylvia, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna do inflict wounds.
Okay, and
Uh,
roll with advantage.
Okay. So that's a 16. And this is 14, 16 plus 5 is 21.
21 hits. Roll for damage, please.
Well, it's 3d10. Yeah. Okay.
Come on, big damage, baby.
Okay, so 6, 10. On the floor. How we roll? 18.
18
damage?
points of damage. Wow, very
Okay,
nice.
good. That's fucking something.
Okay, nice. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
As can I do something as a bonus action? Yeah, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself as a bonus action.
Go for it. And while you're rolling to heal, Sylvia, what are you doing on your turn?
I'm going to now that I have my katana back, correct?
Yeah.
My second
Healing,
one? Okay.
Is Healing Word a level 1 spell?
Oh, you're right. You cannot healing word unless you cantrip attack. So,
Got it.
so sorry
Okay.
about that. Good catch, Matthew.
All right, thank you.
Sylvia, go for it.
I'm taking my first attack.
Yep, and you're doing all of this with advantage every time?
Yes, correct. I'm rolling double d20s each time. It's gonna be a 18 to hit
18 hits. Roll for damage,
for
please.
10 damage,
Okay.
and second strike with my second katana. Natural fucking 20. Let's
Let's
go.
God.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Well,
Natural
actually,
24,
we're back on the board, baby.
11 damage. 6 plus 5. Yes, 11 damage.
And you
so
doubled?
21 damage total. Yeah, it was a 3 on the
Okay,
dice.
21.
So I doubled it. Yeah, so 21 damage with both strikes.
Well, how much did the second one do again? 11?
The second one was 11. The first one was 10.
Good to know. Okay. You, with that katana knocked away, for flavor, why don't we say this is a dashing strike?
Okay.
You like dash in and then maybe like slice
Oh,
out.
I love it. You're gonna
Like
yeah.
Zorro, let's go.
Yep. Little X slash out against the nightmare, which whinnies in pain.
Oh, wait a second. Okay, I actually. Oh, never mind. I don't need to. We have Fairy Fire. I don't need to flank for advantage. I'll just stay where I am.
All right. 1 through 2, it attacks Diya. 3 through 4, it attacks Hedrover. 5 through 6, it attacks Sylvia.
He actively flips it off.
Oh boy.
It attacks Sylvia, however.
Goading attack.
Also, you don't want it to attack you. You're going to drop concentration for Fairy Fire.
True.
All right,
It's got to beat my AC. Come on.
protect as a reaction, by the way.
to 7. Oh, right.
17 would not have hit. Well, it would, I guess, because that is my armor class. But if he's got protection,
It's a 17 to hit Sylvia.
yeah, that's my armor class.
Then-
I
so-
told
then
you
that
should
does
attacked
hit.
me.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
Yes, even with disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
So this is going to deal...
We have one.
19 points of damage once again. Wow. So many
that-
dice and it does the
Sylvia,
exact same thing.
Sylvia, you have absorb elements on this thing because it is fire.
Oh, that's right.
damage.
It does have fire. True. I
Right,
will
Julie?
use absorb
Or am I wrong?
elements as a
Yeah, you
reaction.
you
if I
can absorb elements can be any elemental bit. So you absorb I already put the dice away. Let's just say you absorb 6 of that damage, which will
So
be infused
13
into your
total?
next attack. Yes.
Wait, it's added to my next attack?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What? Wait, that's actually crazy.
I mean,
So
you
get
are fighting a
6
horse
extra
made of
damage?
fire, but yeah,
Well, I guess so. Then it'll only do like 3 damage basically, since I'm assuming they're resistant to fire.
you don't know.
I don't know, but you know what? A slashing with a flaming katana will still look cool to me, so I'll take it.
And after the nightmare's next attack, next turn, it will vanish back into the ethereal plane.
We have to kill it. In
Diya,
these 3
you're up.
turns, we have to kill
This is
it.
the 3rd turn. Fuck me. Here we go. 2 attacks because
Come
I
on,
don't
come on,
have
come on,
any
come on.
super offensive attack spells. Huh. All right, so that's 1 nat 20.
Oh, okay, this guy's okay.
Okay.
It's 1 nat 20.
That's 4 this episode for you.
And yeah, that's insane. And then the other one's a 17 on the dice, so that's definitely gonna
Yep,
hit.
definitely
Okay.
gonna hit. Roll that damage.
So
Come on, come on, come on.
Let me double the dice for that one.
So for nat 20, is it double the dice or do you roll twice?
Whatever you
With either
prefer.
Okay, because last game I rolled twice, which is fine. I just want to be sure.
I like to
That's-
double the
that's the
number on
same.
the die because it's faster, personally.
Yeah.
I rolled the 2 dice. Anyway, so that's going to be 13 plus 3 is 16 plus 5 is 21 damage, and we're gonna toss a booming blade on it, even though it's not.
Yeah.
Diya, how do you
we
want to do
sure
this?
are. Oh,
Let's go!
Wow, I thought it was gonna have way more help. Wow.
Oh, God.
Those crits saved your ass.
Oh,
Well, considering
wow.
that we
And Fairy
missed how
Fire
many
saved your
times-
ass, yeah.
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 It's
very-
actually a monk of W.
It
Holy-
68 HP, 13 AC.
Oh,
Jesus,
man.
Fairy Fire came in clutch there.
It
So
really did.
I think you see Sylvia come up with like the double slash. You see him head her over, like smack it with the head. Diya does this graceful flip over with the ferret on his shoulder, also
Of
like
course.
swords in the air, and he does this thing where it's just like this dual swipe once, slight into the neck, swipe again, and just chops the head off as it falls to the ground,
We
and then he
love the
lands
comic.
on his feet in that like superhero arms spread out landing.
Amazing. And as you decapitate the nightmare, it evaporates into smoke. And you are out of combat.
Oh my god, we're so badass. Holy hell.
Asher, watching with his arms folded, shrugs and says, "Not bad. All right, well, you've ridded our village of the plague of that creature. Causes awful, awful dreams to anyone surrounded by it when it goes in and out of the ethereal plane, so you've done us a favor."
Oh, so it was like a literal nightmare, and then it was like a metaphorical nightmare.
Some say that the nightmares were, in fact, created by some devils or demons with a sense of humor.
It was kind of funny.
So, we'll take you back to the sky skiffs, and we'll get you a boat. How does that sound? Favor for
Groovy.
favor. You return to the village on the sky skiffs, and you are given a hovering craft that will fly above the water. It's got a big sail, and he says to all of you, "Now, you've got a few options as to where you want to go after leaving this island. The perhaps option that would be most expected of adventurers like yourself is to go about a few days, maybe a week's travel, to get to back to Caravay, which is you all know it's actually the port that you all left from.
Okay.
Pirate City, a lot of crime, but based on your attire, I assume that you are not entirely unfamiliar with the likes of those. Closer is... Sorry, I'm scrolling through my notes. There it is. Closer is the Steam King's fortress. He is a powerful warforged. Not exactly the kindest, but if you don't want this craft, if you think you can get a better one, you might be able to cut a deal with him. And then farthest away, certainly the most desirable location, we have the floating city of Voss. It's a place that I occasionally frequent on supply runs. Vidalcan founded, very, very Magitech-centric. Up to you. So once again, I'll leave it up to you. This is your boat, but I'll mark it on the map. Closest is the Steam King's fortress. Middle distance away is going to Caravay in Cragholm, and farthest is the floating city of Voss. Where do you think you all want to go?
Sylvia takes out her compass and tries to do so like while he's talking, so as to not maybe draw too much attention to it, and just sees. I don't know if at any mention of any of these places there's any sort of movement in it.
You take out your compass, give it a look. These places, there isn't a ring in the compass, unfortunately. Seems like what you're looking for might still be a ways away.
She then says when Asher asks, I don't know. I don't think it would be the best idea to go back to the port just because if we're going to run away from our employers, I kind of think we run the risk of running into them there. What do you guys think?
It's a good argument. I don't want to go back to Caribay. We're gonna lose our heads. The floating city seemed like the best option to me.
It will be a longer travel on the water, so if you all are confident in piloting a sea craft for a while, seems like a decent option.
How many days travel would you say?
Ooh, that's gonna push 2 weeks.
I got an idea. We go to the Steam King, get a faster boat to go to the city of Voss.
That does sound feasible. A 3-person journey for 2 weeks. I mean, I have some ship savvy knowledge as I've been on one myself before, but 2 weeks is, I'm gonna be honest with you, maybe a little more time in one sitting than I plan on spending with anyone, as
I'm starting to lose
much
it.
as I've grown to enjoy the two of your company, I will say.
Oh, I'm one bad day from snapping. The shorter the voyage, the better.
Fantastic. Diya, what about you?
The adventurers finish their first quest a success as they defeat the nightmare, and as they look at their options, they move forward and they say, to the Steam Kingdom, where we can trade our boat for passage to the furthest reaches, where we can progress our name and redeem our names as the Ferret Friends. So I
Not
vote
all
we
of our
should-
names. Keep my
yes,
name out of it.
I vote we go to the Steam King as well.
And
Okay.
you are the Ferret Friends, you said?
No. Wait, so
Very well.
Hell
And then
yeah!
Yes, we are the
Asher
Ferret Friends.
clenches his fist, and then at the blank sail of the ship that you are on, he points at it, and burning with fire is the sigil of a ferret. Long body, and it has a little heart next to his head. And he says, "This is your craft. Hope you all enjoy."
Woo!
Sure, the Steam
Friends!
King will not bully you for having a craft like this.
I am not sorry.
I love it, baby.
Thing all over again.
We're doing it again. Woo!
Sylvia facepalms so. She actually first she just stares slack-jawed at the fucking sail, and then facepalms and just begrudgingly goes and walks towards the ship.
Beach is that way. Don't come back to our village. Deal?
Deal, baby.
So you all take your ship. Asher points you to where the beach is, the nearest beach, the easiest one for you to leave, and go find the Steam King. And travel is so much easier on this ship as you start to ride towards the horizon. Now, when you get to the beach, you start to get a very strange smell. Hedrover, you are the first to detect it. There's a scent of blood in the air.
Oh god.
And as you all arrive approaching the beach, the Steam King's kingdom, about a day away, you see carcasses of giant vultures littering the beach. The giant vultures that you all fought before. And as your ship is charging ahead, you see the helmsman of the Jade Whale, Terra, covered in green tattoos. She has a large axe on her back, and she raises her head to look at you. And whether this is for you all to hear or the audience, because you are charging ahead on a ship, she's just going to say, "It's funny that these creatures are drawn to death, and then in pursuing me, they meet their own." She raises her axe towards the ship that is coming towards her, at all of you and says, Lady Nephrite has ordered your death, and I will be happy to provide. And that's where we're going to end
God damn it!
episode 2.
Nope.
No!
Nope.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
No!
That was
we
a
can't
crazy
catch a
session.
break!
That was a crazy session. A lot of surprises. For me too, as the DM. Good times.
So many lies.
So much lying.
No, that they weren't. The lie would imply that it is believed. You just said bad things, and bad things happened.
I loved how much buildup there was to lying is good, lying is fine, lying.
Yeah. We just got,
If we had lied well, it could have gone.
yeah, but all of our lies were so bad. Like they were all like true, but we had the air.
There
of
was no
defeat.
tact in either
Yeah,
of
because
your
you're like,
lies.
oh, we're adventurers.
All
and
hitting
we roll
y'all with the
deception.
copium in the chat.
Oh
They
my
weren't
god!
Not the
lies.
copium emote. All right, so we'll continue chatting about the session in a sec. Thank you all for stopping by. My name is Julian, or JuliCiel on social media. I have been the DM of this. If you liked this type of thing, you can hire me. Just send me a message to run a game like this for you. You can listen to the Realm Tree audio series. We have our merchandise rollout for the first time. Check our social media for the pre-order form. Award-winning audio series. What the hell? And I am a player on the General Adventuring Company, which is approaching our 4th episode. So if you want to see me as a player, and if you want to see Matthew Eberle appearing, check that out. What? Matt, anything you want to plug? Anything you want to introduce?
Yeah, your boy is going to be guest starring on TGIC, so go check it out. Tail end of episode 3 if you want to see my magical appearance, and
Exciting.
episode 4. Stay tuned for who knows what.
Oh, who the hell knows indeed. Michael, how are you?
Hello, I'm Michael. You can follow me on Steam_Gorilla on Twitter. I'll also coming up on like the 15th, I think I'm doing like a 10v10 Skullgirls crew battle. If you want to watch that, I'll be posting about that on Twitter. And I'll see you around.
Amazing. And Malik?
I am Malik. You can follow me on Instagram at the Maliki Cauldron. I occasionally post some music there from my band Astral Emissary. That is myself and my friend Rachel. I also have a podcast that I record with my buddy Will, who was in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still in the chat. He gifted a sub. Shout out, Will. He and I, both caught up seasoned readers and watchers of One Piece, have another friend of ours from college, Storm, who has never delved into the masterpiece of a series at all. And the podcast is him reading all of the manga, and we discuss a section of chapters every week. And we've got about 20 or so, like almost 30 episodes now. So there's plenty of catalog for you to catch up on. It's called Radio Kaizokudan, KAIZOKUDAN, basically pirate radio.
Incredible.
You can check it out on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Fantastic. Good stuff. I see that my boy Be Unique is streaming, so we are going to raid the stream in a second. Thank you so much, everybody. We will continue chatting about the session in a sec. Have a good night, everybody. Peace out.
See you.